What's going on, Philadelphia Eagles fan? This your boy Phil Day One, and I have really good news. Saquon Barkley and his family are fine, are fine, man. He actually was on a golf course and he talked about how it happened perfectly. It's about as perfect as a break in could happen. He talked about it in a very um in the most positive way possible, in my opinion. It's a very scary thing. Though things wasn't taken, nobody was hurt. It's a very scary thing for your family, man. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of the things I was worried about, how he was going to see it, or how the family was going to take it mentally. Because nobody was hurt, and I don't even think they got to look at the robber or the dude who was in the house. So I'm very concerned about that, and I have videos showing that they are fine. We're gonna get into that in the video, but I want to talk about Dallas Goedert in this tight end ranking. Um, Dallas Goedert has not had a year that shows what he's capable of. So I give a lot of grace. I give a whole lot of grace to people ranking their tight ends and Dallas Goedert not being there. Um, I think Dallas Goedert is a top 10 tight end? Maybe very bottom. Maybe bottom top 10. You know what I'm saying? Maybe bottom top 10, because he's never been a number one option. A lot of the guys on this tight end ranking are number one options. You go to them, and then some of the receivers that's there. He's been like the number third option in the Philadelphia Eagles offense, studded of two top wide receivers, and a running back. I give a lot of grace to people who don't understand just how good Dallas Goedert is, but you can just turn the tape on and see how good he is, man. There's not a lot of tight ends that move like him. When I say a lot, it's not a lot of tight ends that move like him. There's tight ends that are faster than him. There's tight ends that might be a little more bulkier or bigger than him. But the combination of size and skill for Dallas Goedert, he might be the number one guy in the league to do it like this. So we're gonna give you in the video. We're gonna talk about the guys who's ranked in front of him, and um, how disrespectful is this list, man? It's pretty disrespectful. We're gonna rank it together though. We're gonna also talk about Mekhi Lemon. Was at a Phillies game where he was asked about his teammates. He gave his insight on the teammates and how everybody was treating him coming in. And most time it's a work type thing. He has the mindset of going to get better. If people want to work, he's probably going to work. So I don't fear that it's nothing crazy. I don't think it's nothing crazy. While we speaking of work, Cooper DeJean has no days off. This man is bussing, but I have no doubt in my mind Cooper DeJean is going to have a really good year. Everything that he's preparing up to, man. I sat here and watched his workouts, and I was just like, he is going at it. He worked out with Saquon Barkley, Elijah Moore, and I think that was it. Saquon Barkley and Elijah Moore. He said he went to work out with them, and while other guys, I'm not pointing no name, no fingers, or nothing like that, while other guys are trying to enjoy the rest of their time until training camp, he is still going crazy. I just hope he don't injure himself going crazy, but he is working. He's like a madman, a man possessed. I think Vic Fangio was somebody. I'm not gonna get into it all, but Vic Fangio said he's a hard worker. So we're gonna get into all that in this video. So let's get into it. Yeah, I done fell so many times, but I got back up. I've been drugged through the mud, like it ain't been enough. I'm still going, 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 still going. And I done felt so much pain that I wanna give up, but I can't stop now, cause I've been through too much. I'm still going, 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 still going. Straight off the money. Cooper DeJean has been busting his butt, man. If y'all look at the workouts that he's doing, man, go follow Coop. With everything he do, he's always doing something. Working out this year, I seen him work out last year, but I'm noticing he is always working out this year. Always working out this year. And Vic Fangio was somebody who said, This man studies a lot of tape. He can do this safety shit, bro. He can do this safety stuff to nickel. He can do this. He can do this. Him and Andrew McCouble back there. He might watch enough film for both of them. He's been with Reed, so he knows what to look for. He can do this. I believe Pro Bowl year in a new position. And if that don't put him somewhere high, they just don't want to give it to him. Dang, man. I'm so excited to see this, man. We got training camp in 7 days, I want to say. 7 to 8 days. And I can't even wait, man. I want to see the stuff in action. All right. Mekhi Lemon was talked about. Mekhi Lemon was at a Phillies game, and they asked him, man, how's Jalen Hurts been? You know what I'm saying? How's some of your teammates been? And he pretty much said this.
All right, so we got a lot of Eagles fans back here. They want to know what's it been getting to know Jalen? What's it been like?
It's been great, really. He's a super cool guy, down to earth. Just learning from him. He's not afraid, to give me any gems on what to do. Me being a rookie, he's been here for so long. Just helping me with anything I need on and off the field, getting comfortable in the city. So it's nothing but great, really.
How's Devontae been with you?
He's been good as well.
Yeah.
Everybody been cool, for real. Just seeing how he works, being a veteran guy, especially a receiver that I can look up to, each and every day, just seeing how he works. So it's been good.
You guys.
Yeah, he said everybody's been cool. I think he's getting tired of that question. And almost everybody wants to know about his teammates. And he seems like he's answered that enough. For if anybody's seeing this video, don't ask him no more about how his teammates is treating him. Don't ask him no more. I think that's like an opening question or something. But he seemed like, everybody is great, bro. Everybody's very helpful. They're great. And they just want to work. That's pretty much what it is. Everybody's locked in. He gonna get locked in real quick. It's a lot of people who don't believe he should have been taken in the first round. But he has a special something about him. Now, I can't see it attribute-wise, but he has like a dog. It's the only way that I can put it into words is I'm Raw St. Brown. I'm Raw St. Brown. That's how I see him. He's gonna block. He's gonna block like he want to block. He's gonna catch passes, tough passes. I just can't wait to see everything go down, man. Everything in action. All right, Dallas Goedert is getting blankly disrespected. Blankly disrespected. Let me grab my pad, man. Let me grab my pad. Some of the names, the McBrides, some of these names I get some of them names. But when you come down, when you get to Kyle Pitts is where I draw the freaking line. You can go either way with that. You can go either way. And Kyle Pitts had more yards, but then again, he had like over 100. He had over 100 targets. He had over 100 targets. So he's got 900 yards. Dallas Goedert has 11 touchdowns. The only person who has more or the same amount of touchdowns as Dallas Goedert is McBride. McBride is the only person close to him as far as touchdowns from last year. Mark Andrews is only a touchdown guy at tight end. He's only a touchdown guy. And he had 5. He just had 5. You can go either way with Travis Kelce. It's a whole lot of legendary behind that. Now, he didn't have a gang of touchdowns either, but you can go either way with that. Tyler Warren is so disrespectful. The man has 6 touchdowns. They put Colston Loveland in front of him. This is where it got crazy. In my opinion, it got crazy. I understand Harold Fenning Jr. Some people loved him. You put him over Dallas Goedert? Now tripping. I think he wasn't even a starting tight end. They got Colt Capeman. He not even a star. He's a tight end too for the Bears. He was over Dallas Goedert. Maybe they going off of potential. They're not ranking these guys off of abilities or stats. They're rating these guys off of potential to do something. And that's what I'm believing. I'm forced to believe that's the case because it don't make sense. It ain't adding up. It ain't adding up. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these guys they got on this list, it just ain't adding up to me. It ain't adding up to me. And they've been doing this the whole off season. I think they're trying to rile us up. And when I say us, I think they're trying to rile Philadelphia Eagles fans up. And they get me. They get me. I'm trying, but they get me. Let's get off to the main topic. Saquon Barkley actually, I think he was golfing. I don't know who he was golfing with, but he was golfing, and they asked about the invasion, the home invasion, and he had very positive things to say.
Everybody in the family okay?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah. I mean, obviously, when something like that happens, you're going to be shaken up. Your pieces are going to be disturbed a little bit. Just, made me a little more aware that I got to be a little more sharper with my security.
Yeah.
We just up the security. That's really it. But, like, the scenario that happened was the best way. Like, if that happened 10 times and it happened like that 10 times because my boy was there, my family was there, and no one ended up getting hurt, nothing ended up getting taken. I mean, like, you can't really get a better situation there. So
Your kid's okay?
yeah,
mentally?
so my daughter wasn't home.
Yeah.
It was my two youngest, and actually he's too young to understand, and the baby is a baby. So,
Yeah, that the best way that can happen. You don't want it to happen, but the best way it can happen. His daughter wasn't there. He had a friend there, so I think that was the best way it can happen. And I'm just happy that it didn't weigh on their minds too heavy. He's probably gonna up the security, do what men do, up the security and just kind of get a hold of things. But with all that being said, man, that's all I got, man. Like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications on so y'all stop missing these videos. And we out, man. Let's go Birds.